the studio. Thankful for this time out of the house. Pretty sure my parents have mold growing in their basement, so that's the next thing to help them tackle. And I'm just sleeping in it every night, so I'm like, I gotta get out. It's more of a matter of me being like nervous about being congested, and since I've had mold poisoning before, I'm nervous about the gigantic welts that grew on me when that happened. So yeah, and at the same time, it's all good, you know. I think that this is just wading through the mud of it all, and yeah, just being honest with myself about next steps. I've applied for a bunch of just like restaurant positions too, just to understand, like, you know, it might be time just to go in and do some dedicated work and make some money and to understand and not be, to get back into that space where like I like working in restaurants actually, you know. And I think I've been back and forth with it for a long time, and I think that people speak about it. I think I speak about it like it's something that's been underneath me, like I can't go back to that space, and that's just not true. I think I'm supposed to run like a studio slash restaurant, you know, slash art space, all kind of in one thing. And I think that it's weird what's kind of like bubbling up around conversation, discussion with that conversation. I always tell you about like the shitty things, but like there are really good conversations going on in the back end. And so I think like all my like laughter and smiling and stuff like still takes root in that space. So that being said, do a couple flows in here this morning, and then I go into the other studio. I did some retail therapy yesterday because I paid off some credit cards with some unexpected money that came in. After I also paid off people that I like owe money to, so feeling really good. So yeah, I paid off credit cards. I spent more money, and you know what? I didn't feel bad about it for a fucking second because they were clothes that I know I'm gonna use for like this restaurant job or going back into like the professional workforce and workspace, and I'm excited to wear them. They look fucking cute on me. So all the things, and I got really good deals. But that being said, okay, let's ground down for our seats. Lift the crown of the head up to the sky. Just allow yourself to come into your breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale. Yourself to just come back into some normal breath. Giving gratitude to this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance and never a space of scarcity. Give gratitude to indigenous peoples of these lands. You're traveling, so I don't know where exactly you're at right now. I'm coming back down from Alaska, so if you're traveling, be sure to look it up. But to the Crow, the Cheyenne, the Salish, and the Blackfoot tribes here. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga, for Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our ancestors, and our lineage. And if there's a person, persons, place, or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly open your eyes. Come back into the room and into the space that you're in. And glancing around at any things that maybe you haven't noticed before. And slowly reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, flip the palms, and let's go ahead and sweep ourselves over towards that right hand side. Pull through your fingertips, reach, breathe into the side body, pull down through your seat, and then flip the palm and slowly bring yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Ground and reach. Flip, press yourself back to center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands move down to heart line. Let's do a little breath work, shall we? Just to clear our lungs in case there's any mold spores in them. Hands come next to the shoulders. Inhale, arms come up high. Exhale, pull down. Go streak of breath. Inhale. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs, fists down to the base of the belly, shoulders roll down and back, crown of the head lifts. Nice deep inhale. Come all the way to the top of the breath and hold. See if you can take a big sip in. And then another big sip. Shoulders move away from the ears. Hold here. And exhale. Hands come down to the knees. Big inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Clear the lungs. Hands release. Take them up underneath the rib cage. Create some space between your ribs and your lungs and your diaphragm. And then you inhale. And exhale. One more round. Hands to shoulders. Inhale. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs, fists down to the base of the belly, shoulders roll down and back, crown of the head lifts. Nice deep inhale. Come all the way to the top of the breath and hold. See if you can take another sip in. And then one more sip. Shoulders move away from the ears, and then exhale. Hands come down to the knees, big inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Clear the lungs. Hands release from the knees, and they come up underneath your rib cage. And then you inhale and release. Exhale. Hands fall out in front of you. Fingertips come far in front. Pull in on the low belly. Let yourself tip over the top part of the hips. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, walk yourself over to the left-hand side and drape your chest over the top of your thighs. You pull down through your right hip. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale here. Exhale, walk yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Hands plant. Drape your chest over the top of that right thigh. Pull down through that left hip. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale.
Exhale, walk yourself back to your center line. Call your fingers out in front of you. Press down to the earth. Pull in on the low belly. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your legs. Hop up through your knees. Bring yourself into a boat pose. Extend through the legs. Find some length here. Pull in on the low belly. Maybe extend out through the legs. You can always bind your big toes and reach high here. Right? If this is too much and you're at home, you can always, well, you're obviously at home now. You can always just hang out here and boat as well. Right? You can always come to the side here, and I like to sometimes create some resistance by pressing into the arms with the inside of the legs and then releasing. Just getting a hold for that is. You can always bind your feet too and come wide with your toes. Big inhale. Keep pulling it on your low belly. Keep pulling the head and crown high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, legs come together to touch. Put a bend in the knees. And then lower yourself all the way down and onto your back. Let's do some quick abs. So hands come back behind the head, or you can always take up a block to the back part of the head. Feet come up to the sky. Pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Big inhale. Press the soles of the feet away from you. Wrap your muscles around your bone. Flex your toes in towards your face. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Block comes up to meet the feet. And then arms and legs extend towards the ends of the mat. And then you do an exchange for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Back of the head comes down to the mat, pulse up to the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the block. Put a bend in the knees. If you don't have a block, it's okay. Maybe play around a little bit with the height of the block. Butt comes to the top of the right thigh and elbow presses. That opposite leg extends and we pull, lift and lower. Flex and press, lift and lower. For 8, 7, 6, press into the block. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bend in the knee. Transfer the block to the top of that left thigh. Keep your right elbow on the block and then flex and press and point and pull. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep pressing into the block for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Left elbow to the block. Blocks on top of your left thigh still. Right elbow comes out to the side as right hand comes back behind the head. Extend through the right leg. We lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the block for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Transfer the block to the top of that right thigh. Left elbow stays on the block. Right elbow stays wide. Flex and press. Point and pull for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and slowly release. And go ahead, just block off to the side. Rock and roll on your spine. And we're going to bring ourselves all the way up to stand. At the top of our mats. Get more in here. I like the price of it. Amazing. Alright, at the top of the mat, to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come high to the sky. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step back into your plank. Nice deep inhale. Lower down into the forearms. Keep looking out in front of you. Little shifts and movements here through the balls of the feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Right elbow to right tricep, left elbow to left. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet up and in. Come into a dolphin pose. Press into the forearms. Big inhale here. Exhale. See if you can tiptoe your feet up a little bit more. Take your knees out between the thumbs. Shift onto your forearms as you lift your hips a little bit more. Drop down to the knees. Sit bones come down to the heels. Hands come down to the sides. Embryo pose. Big inhale. Forehead comes down to the mat. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, hands come right next to the bust line. Press yourself up. Go and bring yourself down. Stay on your knees, y'all. Shift yourself forward. I won't take us down so quickly. Shift yourself forward, tuck the toes, and then pop your hips up and high. Come into your down dog. Maybe step your feet out wide. Take your pinky toes to the outside of the mat. Right hand extends a little beyond the face. Turn and look up underneath that right shoulder. That left hand grabs the outside of your left ankle. Breathe here. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Left hand replaces the right. Right hand grabs the outside of that left ankle. Look up underneath that left armpit. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale. And then slowly release. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. The back end of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs, and then inhale. Check in with your hips. And scoop yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Let's do a couple step outs into balancing postures. Have a block close by, and then we'll take it back down. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, step out with that left foot as you hinge at your right hip. And bring yourself down into a warrior 3. Nice deep inhale here. You can flex through that back foot. Trying to make sure you're not collapsing into the outside of that left hip. Pull up and in on the low belly. Drop down to your right hip a little bit more, most likely. Lift from the hamstring and the low part of the glute on that right leg. Nice deep inhale. Block can be there for stability and balance. And then step that right foot back behind you. Inhale. High crescent lunge. Check in with your hips. Check in with that front knee. It's over your ankle, moving towards your baby toe. And then drop your back heel and bring yourself into your warrior 2. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself up into your start pose, and then turn towards that back end of the mat. Right leg turns out. Left ball of the foot comes in. Right heel flares out. Big inhale. Warrior 2. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior 2. Come back onto the ball of that right foot. And then like we're running, you're gonna lift that right leg high to the sky, step it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. And then sweep. Whoop. Both of your hands up. And the left foot comes down to meet your right. All right, same thing on the opposite side. So right leg is gonna step out first. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, step out with your right foot. Check in with your hips first. Nice deep inhale. And then slowly float yourself down and over the top of that leg. Drop down through that hip, flex through your foot. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, drop down to that back, ball of that back foot. Inhale into your high crescent lunge. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop your back heel and bring yourself into your warrior two. Front right knee is stacked over the ankle, moving towards the baby toe. Then inhale, star pose, exhale, turn towards the opposite side of your mat. All right, warrior two on that opposite side. Left knee is stacked over left ankle, moving towards the baby toe. Then inhale, arms high. Exhale, bring yourself back into that warrior two with that right leg in front. Pivot on the ball of that back left foot. Big inhale. And then like we're running, right? Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more time, inhale up. Ground, find your stability first. Exhale back. Inhale. Arms are gonna sweep high as you step your right foot back to meet your left. Hands move down to your heart line. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Bring yourself into your plank pose. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale. Lower all the way down to the belly. Maybe lift one leg and then the other. Hands are right next to the bust line. Inhale, baby cobra. Try not to come up any higher than the belly button. Roll down and back through the shoulders. Press down through the tops of the feet. Big inhale. Exhale, two more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, one more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Left hand stays right next to the bust line, right ear and temple, come down to the mat. Right hand extends, and you turn and roll yourself onto your right shoulder. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. You can let that leg sway open if you want to. You can always take that foot up off the mat and grab onto the top of the foot from the outside of the foot, kicking into the hand. That can be a lot on the shoulder. So make sure that you're gauging your balance there. And slowly, same thing on that opposite side. Roll back down, arm extends. That right hand is right next to your bust line, left ear comes down to the mat. Roll yourself over. And again, you can come back to grab onto that foot and kick into that hand if you so choose. It is optional. And slowly bring yourself back to your belly. Hands come next to your bust line. So thumbs are kind of like right at the base of the bust, at the top of the rib cage, and then press yourself high into your forward facing dog. Take the hips up off the mat and then drop the knees down. Then send yourself back into a child's pose. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. Shift over and onto your seat. Where we at for time? A little over today. Take your seat forward. Bring yourself all the way down and onto your back. Give yourself a nice big hug. Take the soles of the feet high to the sky. Flex through the feet. Wrap the muscles around the bones. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Pop the chest up high. And then slowly let the legs come all the way down to the end of the mat. Let the toes lop out to the side.
Arms come down to the side, palms face up to the sky, Shavasana. Exhale. 2 more breaths, big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. And exhale. Last weekend, I was like really on the verge of cutting my hair. I had one of those moments. I've been learning many things about patience. If you just wait, I didn't wait to buy those clothes yesterday. But I did wait to cut my hair. It was more like the universe being like, you're not getting an appointment. It's funny to see what you do on like the default when you're in a moment of struggle. Okay. Wings of light, becoming something new. The priestess on this card, so with the new moon on Tuesday, this is appropriate. The priestess on this card moves to the right, the future with great speed and purpose. Wings of light and vibrating waves of rainbow energy propel her forward. Get ready, for this card heralds magnificent and colorful changes coming your way. A powerful time of personal transformation, perhaps even total transfiguration is upon you. Your spirit is working from within to bring radical shifts to your attitude and energy. Old feelings of being stuck will drop away with every step forward you take. The shift can be so significant that it can redefine you and reveal the essential nature of your soul. Even your appearance may change. On a practical level, something you're working on might be just about to take off. Or this may be an accelerated external move, a sudden change of personal residence, or even an unexpected work relocation. When this card appears in your spread, make sure you take note for which others are laid out on each side. These cards could indicate some specific details about the types of changes on the horizon. Be open to these and new adventures. I really do feel like this is what's coming though. Okay. On either side of this card, the number 11, opening heart, deep connections, and water blessings. It's about the snow or rain, so we'll take it at that, right? And being open in heart. And then number 9, tenderness, true love, and compassion. Affirmation. I open up to the light and inner power of my true eternal self. I'm willing to change, to make new choices, and to move in new directions. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you can slowly press yourself up and into a simple seat. Hands come to your heart space, or they can rest on your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, Drew Jane, the collective we, all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your heart, body, spirit, and soul. And I say, go in peace. And remember to serve love always. Peace and love, darling. I'm gonna bang another one out for you right now.